Hi, I'm Katie from Dynamic Pilates, and today we're going to be doing our 30-minute core strength workout. Now you can find this workout on eFit30, and you can also find it on my website, which is www.dynamicpilates.com. We're just going to start today by remembering our Pilates breathing before we get stuck in, because it's going to be quite a strong core workout today. So just we're always remembering our Pilates breathing to inhale through the nose into the back of the side of the ribs, so really expansive breath. And then as we exhale out through the mouth, we're drawing in those abdominals and also lifting our pelvic floor at the same time. So what we're aiming to do, I guess, is shorten this distance of ribs to hips by really engaging that core. So just take a few breaths here. Just to get that breathing set, just so you can keep it flowing all the way through the class today. So we're going to start today just down on the mat, and we're going to start with some pelvic curls. So we're going to come into our hook lie position, so feet hip width apart, knees bent, pelvis in neutral position. So we want to make sure that it's nice and flat and evenly balanced. We want to try and keep it like that the entire way. So if you're starting to fatigue and you notice it's tilting up towards you or anything like that, just maybe take a step back and rejoin when you've got that strength back. And we want to just try and imagine like maybe there's some little marbles resting there, and we don't want those marbles to roll off, so you want to keep it really still. We're going to have the arms reaching alongside the body, pressing firmly down into the mat. And we're going to start by taking a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to engage those abdominals and use that movement to help us to start to roll up into a pelvic curl, coming only so high as we've still got the ribs knitted together. So we don't want to come up like this and flare the ribs and knit them in. So the core is switched on. Inhale here, exhale to slowly articulate all the way back down until the pelvis is last to come down. Inhale, exhale, scoop and roll all the way up. Inhale at the top, exhale back down. Just getting a nice warm up here for the spine, and also getting the legs firing a little bit. And our abdominals. And last one here. Inhale to hold, exhale to slowly roll back down. Good. From here, we're going to float both feet up and have the knees zipped together. So this is our tabletop position. What we're going to do now are some knee folds. So we're going to float the right leg away, keeping it in the same shape, tap the toes, and exhale to slowly bring the foot up. Inhale to take the left away, exhale to draw it back up. Inhale, alternating one foot at a time. Exhale. And what we want to do in this position is use that exhale to engage those lower abdominals to control that movement. So we don't want it coming from the hip flexors. We want to use our abdominals. Good. Just one more to each side, just gently tapping the toes. And now we're going to take both legs away. So inhale, exhale to draw back up to center. Inhale, keeping those legs in the same frame of body. Exhale. Inhale. If you couldn't feel the lower abdominals now, then we should be able to feel them now, definitely with both legs. Bit extra challenge. And last one. Good. From there, we're going to come straight up into our chest lift. Now, if we're ever doing our work where we're up in our tabletop position and it's too much, or you're losing form, just feel free to bring the feet back to our hook lie position, because that's going to be a slightly easier option. But today we're going to work here. Take the arms around behind the head, interlace the fingers, and we're going to come straight into chest lift. So inhale to prepare, exhale to come up into a chest lift. So what we're doing is sliding ribs to hips, not crunching or curling, sliding those ribs to hips and keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to release, exhale to come up. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale to hold, exhale to release. Nice, slow and controlled movement. Seems quite subtle, but you can work quite strongly just in your chest lifts. On our last one, we're going to inhale to hold here. We're going to exhale to rotate the right shoulder to the left hip. Inhale back to center, keeping that height. Exhale to rotate to the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, just a few more here. Working to get our obliques warmed up. And it's quite a small movement. More about getting that height up and over as opposed to collapsing into either side. Good. Just one more in each direction. Last one, keeping that height. And release the head and neck back down and release one foot at a time back down to the mat. We're just going to extend the legs out long, zip them together and take the arms up overhead. And we're just going to roll up to come up into sitting. So inhale to lift the arms, head and shoulders up. Exhale to scoop the abdominals and roll all the way up and over in that nice C curve till the shoulders are over the hips. Now we're back up into sitting. We're going to come into some roll backs. So zip the legs together and take the feet out. You can place the hands behind the thighs for support, or you can take the arms out parallel. We're going to inhale to come back just to that point where we start to feel those abdominals switch on. Then we're going to exhale to scoop the abdominals, keep that nice C curve, and come up into sitting nice and tall over the hips. Inhale to roll back. Exhale to scoop, and sit up nice and tall once you're back over the hips. Inhale. Exhale to come back up. And last one. And exhale, back up. We're just going to come back down now. So we'll come down, roll back one more time and hold here. And then we're going to exhale to roll back a little bit more and hold. And exhale to roll back a little bit more and hold. And then roll all the way down. Take the arms up overhead, extend the legs long. And now we will come up into quite a few more roll-ups. So inhale to take the arms, head and shoulders up. Exhale to scoop those abdominals, come all the way up and over. So you want the shoulders over the hips and that nice C curve happening. Inhale to hold there. Exhale to slowly, with control, roll all the way back down with the head and the neck, the last to come back down. So getting some nice spinal articulation happening. Up and over. Inhale and exhale back down. Also working quite strongly with the body, getting nice and centered. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Making sure those shoulders stay away from the ears. Inhale here and exhale to roll slowly back down, one vertebra at a time. Great. From here, we're going to get nice and centered by going into our hundreds. So in our hundreds, we can choose to work in our hook-lie position, our tabletop position, or we can choose to extend the legs long. Take the palms so they're facing towards the ceiling and find the position that you want to work from. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to come up into a chest lift and pump the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though we're pumping the arms, you want to make sure that breath is as smooth as possible. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those legs nice and strong. Use that core to help you to isolate the movement just to the arms. Imagine like you're bouncing little basketballs under those arms. So keep them nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale. Starting to really warm the core up now. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Get all that air out and release the head and neck back down to the mat and release one foot at a time back down to the mat. You can just stretch the arms and legs out just for a breath because we're going to get stuck into our abdominal work now if we weren't already. So we're going to float the legs up just into tabletop again Take the hands to the outside of the feet. We're going to go into our single leg stretch, our crisscross, and then our double leg stretch. So inhale to prepare. Exhale to come up. Inhale to hold here in our chest lift. Exhale to pulse the right leg in towards us twice as we extend the left. Inhale to switch. Quite a quick dynamic movement here. Good. Both legs working strongly and the core working strongly. Last one to each side. Bring those knees into the center. Take the hands around behind the head, interlace the fingers, rotate towards that right knee as you extend the left. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Up and over. Good. Working a bit more strongly into the obliques now because we've got the added challenge of the legs. Good. Keep going. Last one to each side. And bring those knees back to the center. Inhale to take the arms and legs both away. Exhale to circle around. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Working really strongly now with the whole body. Good. Last one here. Inhale and hold for 3 breaths. Really feeling the core now. And circle around. Release the head and neck back down to the mat. And extend the feet towards the ceiling into a V position. And place the arms back down onto the mat. We're going to go into our double leg lowers. So inhale to float the legs down. Exhale to flex the feet and draw them back up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, all the way back up. Inhale to take them down as far as you can. Stick with me here, there's only a few more to go. Probably feeling our cores quite strongly now. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, back up. Good. From there, inhale to prepare. Exhale to come up into a chest lift. I promise this is the last one I'm going to throw in there. We're going to come up into a chest lift and take a hold of the legs. We're going to inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale to pulse the right leg towards us as we extend the left leg away. Inhale to switch. And switch. Good. Both legs strong, working strongly through the core. Nice hamstring stretch thrown in there as well. Good. Last one to each side. And draw the knees back into the center. Release the head and neck back down. Release one foot at a time back down. Extend the arms and legs out. Just for a breath. And because we don't want to waste any opportunity to get the core, we do another roll up to come up into sitting. So inhale, arms and head and chest off the floor. Exhale, a bit harder that one. And bring the shoulders above the hips. Good. We're going to go into our spine twist now. So lift the glutes, if you like, to help you to come up into sitting nice and tall. Extend the legs out long, feet together, legs zip together the whole way down. You want to sit up as tall as possible. So if you need to, it's fine to prop something under the bottom to help you to sit up, or you can have the knees slightly bent if that helps you to get sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take the arms out towards the side, but make sure they're slightly forward in your peripheral vision, so we're not doing anything funny through the back. And we're going to inhale to sit up tall, then we're going to exhale to pulse towards the left twice. Inhale to sit up tall, exhale the opposite direction. Inhale. Isolating the movement to the top half of the body, I should say. And using that opportunity every time you come back to the center to sit up even more nice and tall. Good. Working really strongly into the obliques now. Wrapping through the waist. Last one to each side. And release the shoulders back down, and you can give them a little roll if that helps. And we're just going to gently roll down because we're going to come down onto the back again. So slowly roll back down, one vertebra at a time. Good. And we're going to go into our corkscrew. So take the arms out a little bit wider on the mat this time. So about a 45-degree angle. And we're going to float the right leg and the left leg up to the sky and zip them together. And our corkscrew, we're going to make a little half watermelon shape on the ceiling with our feet. So we're going to float, inhale to float the legs across to the left, exhale to circle them back around and back to center. Inhale now to alternate to the right, exhale, circle back and around. Inhale, exhale. So again, working strongly with those lower abdominals. Exhale. Good, and only make that semicircle as big as it needs to be, just to make sure we're still maintaining proper form. Exhale, back and around. Last one to each direction. And back to center. And last one around. Good, and release the knees. Release one foot to the floor and the other foot to the floor. And we're going to roll over onto our sides now gently. And we're going to come over onto all fours. So in our front support position in Pilates, we always want to make sure we're in one long line from the head to the bottom. So we want to make sure that our wrists are beneath our shoulders and the knees are beneath the hips. We also want to make sure that we're not collapsing through the chest or overarching or anything. The ears aren't up around the shoulders, so actively draw them away from your ears. And that will help you to make sure you've got the support that you need. From here, we're just going to play around with a little bit of balance. So we're going to take the right arm out and extend it long at the same time as we take the left leg out and extend it away. And we're just going to hold here for 10 breaths. So working with our balance and also with our stamina a little bit. You need that core to be switched on to help you to stay nice and balanced. Just a few more breaths here. Good, and slowly replace that right hand and that left knee. And we're going to switch sides. So just find that correct positioning again, making sure the shoulders are drawing away from the ears, and extend that right leg behind as you extend that left leg out, left arm out, I should say, for 10 breaths. Good. Keep that hold there. Keep the focus to help you to stay balanced. And last breath. Nice fluid breathing. Bring that left hand back and that right knee back. And now we're going to work a little bit more into our stamina. So find that nice front support position again. And we're going to extend our right leg back and extend our left leg back and come into a nice plank position for 10 breaths. Making sure again that we're in that nice long line from the head all the way to the toes. Make sure the bottom's not sticking up too high. We're not going to be working very hard, so make sure it's dropped and that core is on. Drawing back through the heels. And from there, we're just going to push up into a pike position and hold for 10 breaths. So lift those sit bones towards the sky. Draw those heels down in towards the mat. Feel those shoulders, get that nice opening and stretch. Nice stretch through the hamstrings. Nice break from all our planks, just for a moment, so enjoy it. Good, just a few more breaths here. And last breath. And we're going to come forward into our plank for another 10 breaths. So quite a bit of a full body challenge here at the same time as our support work. Because we're holding all these support positions for quite some time. Keep going. Promise there's not too many more planks. This is the last one, maybe. Draw back through those heels. Last breath here. Now draw that right hand in so it's underneath the side of your body, and draw that right foot in a little bit. I'm just going to twist and come up into a side lift. Now you can place that top foot in front for support if you like, or if you want a bit more challenge, you can place it on top of the right foot and hold. Like I said, working quite a bit into our core now. Few more breaths here, making sure you're lifting through the underside of the body, get those obliques on. And place that left hand back down. And we're going to switch over. And I'm going to turn to face away from you now, but just bring that left hand in and that left foot in a little bit. I'm just going to swivel and lift up onto our opposite side for 10 breaths. Keep lifting with the underside of the body, working everything really strongly now, so full body challenge. Strong through the fingers and the arms. And bring that right hand back down, that left hand back down for one last plank for another 10 breaths. Good, just keep going. Great core strength exercise that you can do anywhere without any equipment. Keep breathing. It's the last one. Few more breaths there. Brilliant. Release the right knee back down to the mat. Release the left knee back down, untuck the toes. Just going to sit back into a rest position now and just release through the back. So sit back on the heels, but we're not collapsing the chest. We're keeping that nice C curve with the abdominals drawing in while we're here in our rest position. Aiming to try and get that bottom down on those heels. Giving ourselves a nice rest from all that core work. Great, we're just going to come up now and we'll just do a little stretch to release through the wrists, because we've done quite a lot of work on our wrists today. So we're just going to place the hands out in front with the fingers facing in towards the body on our knees, and we're just going to gently sit back as far as we can to just give ourselves a nice stretch through the front of those wrists, to pay them some love after all that hard work. Just hold here for a few breaths. And now we'll just switch the placement of the hands so the fingertips are facing forward, facing underneath. So you can see the palm of your hands. And again, just sit back on those heels. So we're getting that nice stretch in the opposite direction. Good. Just making sure we're helping the body to warm down after all the hard work. Good. And now we're just going to come up into standing and just finish with a few stretches and then roll down. So come up off your mat. I'm just going to take both of the arms up towards the sky. Take a hold of the left hand or the left wrist in your right hand. And we're just going to stretch up and over and get a nice stretch through the side body. Not collapsing through the body, but still staying nice and tall. And then we're just going to lean the body forward and continue that stretch. And let that stretch come up more into the shoulders, a bit higher up the body. And just release back down, shake it out, and come up to standing. Take the hands up, take hold of the right wrist with the left hand, and stretch in the opposite direction. So getting a really nice release through the side of the body, stretching those obliques as well. But we've worked quite hard. Keep breathing nice and smoothly. And then take that stretch forward. So getting that stretch up a little higher into the shoulders and the top of the back. And then release it down. Shake it out and come up to stand. And we're just going to finish with a few roll downs, just to take note of how the body's feeling. Just to give the spine a little bit of a release. So deep breath in, and then exhale to melt the chin to the chest and roll all the way up and over. Nice and relaxed through your shoulders. Inhale there. Exhale, scoop those abdominals, even if they hurt, and use that to help you to stand all the way back up. And we'll just finish with one more. Inhale and exhale. Like you're rolling over a big ball. And take a hold of the elbows again. And just allow that to help you to get a little bit more of a stretch. And look to the left and the right. Just to release gently through the neck. And release the elbows. And exhale to slowly stack all the way back up. Taking note of how the body feels now after our class. And you've now finished our Dynamic Pilates 30-minute core strength workout. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope your abs are very sore tomorrow. And if you want to see any more of our videos, check out eFit30 or my website, www.dynamicpilates.com. Thanks. Hi, I'm Katie from Dynamic Pilates. Thanks for doing our free online workout. And if you would like to give something back, please feel free to take a look at the link below for the Safe Haven Orphanage in Thailand. Thank you.